Yes, people, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another World Cup recap. I won't lie to you, trying to stay up late to watch the other two late World Cup kickoffs is an absolute struggle. So, big up to everyone that made the effort because I just know I just know the bet is trying to call us when we're trying to stay up to watch another World Cup late kickers, but we gotta get used to it. We gotta get used to it. But look, it's another World Cup recap. 4 games to look back on and reflect on, and let's just go from the beginning. Let's start with Germany 7, Curacao 1, and Germany. Listen, man, they've made a statement of intent. I thought they got the ball rolling inside 8 minutes with the opening goal, and I thought to myself, Germany was going to go on and cruise. They had a couple of opportunities, or a few opportunities, but then, Curacao grew into the game. They got the equaliser, and, it was a wonderful moment. It's their first ever World Cup, and they got their first World Cup goal, and it was a wonderful moment. But then, obviously, Germany turned up the heat, and they put six past them, and end up the score being 7-1. And the scoreline might be harsh on Curacao, but I thought Curacao played their part, and I'm sure they're gonna surprise everybody for this World Cups, and rightly so. So yeah. But Germany, especially after the last two World Cups, they had to get off to a good start, and they did. So they'll be the one to watch. So yeah, moving on to Netherlands 2, Japan 2, and listen, what a game. What a game of football that was. If you're a fan or neutral, you would have enjoyed that game. And look, the first half was, it was an interesting first half. I think we knew what both teams, how they were gonna play. Also Netherlands, also they kept the ball well. They had a few chances, few opportunities. And Japan also had opportunities, and they were a decent side. They were and they are a really good side. They're no pushovers. They beat England and Scotland in their friendlies going into this, and I feel, for me, they are going to be the dark horses again. And the second half, it came to life. Netherlands striking first, then Japan getting the equaliser, then the Netherlands going back in front, and then obviously Japan getting that late equaliser, and it ended up being the 2-2 draw. I think the Dutch will be kicking themselves, especially leading twice, but gotta give credit to Japan how they fought back twice to get a result. So fair play to Japan. So that was that game. Moving on to the other two late kickoffs. Ivory Coast 1, Ecuador 0. I mean, it was a fascinating game. That game was so fascinating. Two teams, with fascinating styles of play. Ecuador, remind you, Ecuador were on a 19-game unbeaten run coming into this World Cup, and I think the first half was like, I think the game is so, I think it was a game of two halves. The first half, it was all Ecuador, and I mean, I could not believe how they did not score in that first half. They hit the bar not once but twice, and Ivory Coast just could not contain them. But then I think the second half was all Ivory Coast, and I think the substitutions, Cote d'Ivoire substitutes came on and really changed the game. And obviously, Amad Diallo from Man United scoring the winning goal late into the game. And I think you gotta say, based on the second half performance, Ivory Coast probably in the end deserved the win. I thought that Ecuador Ecuador's legs were tiring out, but they gave it a good go, a right good push, but this wasn't to be. And then we finished off with Sweden 5, Tunisia 1, and Sweden, by the way, Sweden under Graham Potter, I gotta say, man, Sweden look like their real selves. They were cruising in that first half. 2-1 up, 2-1 up, two goals up, and they also Tunisia getting that goal. But from there on, Tunisia didn't really cause a threat, and then Sweden just put them to the sword. So they're cooking. So they're definitely the ones to look out for. Obviously we saw Gyökeres got on the score sheet. Isak scoring as well. So but yeah. I mean it's listen, it's been a fascinating 4 matches, and but yeah, we still got more to come. We got Spain versus Cab Verde. Then we've got I think the big one. I think the biggest game of all, France versus Senegal. What a game that's going to be. This is the game. France versus Senegal. Then we've got, I think, Belgium play Egypt. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, there's so much more games still to come this evening, and who knows what the outcome could be. But it's been fascinating. It's been a fascinating start to the World Cup, and try and get through the first match day of the group stages, and we still got the second to come on Thursday. So obviously it's Monday today, but still. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I think it's been a fascinating the other 4 games have been fascinating, and they've still got more to come today. So let me know your thoughts, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Love and God bless.